This is the second part of the graph 1, and in this video we will solve the exercise 2. You can see the page number 39 in your textbook. Before solving the exercise, we will understand this equation: y is equal to mx plus c. This is an equation of straight line. I can say equation of straight line. That means its slope or its graph will be always a straight line. Graph of y equals to mx plus c is a straight line, and you can see here this m is actually the gradient and this c is the y-intercept. So the coefficient of x, that's m, that is the gradient of this equation, and c is y-intercept. What is the y-intercept? It is actually the point on the y-axis. Let it be x-axis, this is y-axis. If there is a line that intersects the x-axis here and y-axis here, the point where the graph touches the x-axis, this is called x-intercept, and the point that touches the point of the graph, the point of the line that touches the y-axis, that point is called y-intercept. Now I will give you the example. If I have y equals to 2x plus 3, you can see this 2 is the gradient and this 3 is the y-intercept. That means when we will draw the graph for the equation, the graph will intersect the y-axis at point 3. If I have the graph in the equation y is equal to minus x minus 2, now you can see here the gradient is minus 1 because the coefficient of x is minus 1, and here y-intercept, that's value of c, is minus 2. So we can see this is the y-intercept. So when we draw the graph of the equation, the graph will intersect the y-axis at minus 2. This is called the y-intercept. So this was about the y equal to mx plus c. Once you are given the question like y is equal to 4x plus 3, so you can identify the gradient and the y-intercept from the equation, because you know the coefficient of x, that is the gradient, and the c, it is the y-intercept. Now see the exercise 2, it's page number 38. Copy, first question, copy and complete the table of values for y equals to 2x, y equals to 2x minus 3. This is the question first, and here part A is we have to complete the table. There is a table given here. In the first row there are values of x. What are the values of x? You can see from the question. First value is minus 2, then it's 1, minus 5 is there, then it is 0, then it's 1, then it is 2, and value of 1 is given, and then it is 3. So what we need to find the value of this missing box. Here we need to find the value of y, here we need to find the value of y, and similarly here and here. Now see here in the question, first understand the question. Copy and complete the table of values for y is equal to 2x minus 3. So y is given, it is equal to 2x minus 3. First we will find this value. When we will find this value, we will substitute the value of x equal to minus 2. 2 is there, the value of x will be minus 2. Then minus is there, this 3 is there. 2 2s are 4, it's minus 4 minus 3. You can see it is the minus 7. So I will write here minus 7. Now coming to this value is already there. Coming to this, y equals to 2x minus 3. So 2, in place of this 2 we are writing here. In place of x we will write 0. Then this minus is there, this 3 is there. 2 zeros are 0, minus 3. So minus 3 is here the value of y. So I can write here the minus 3. Now next, y equals to 2x minus 3, which is equal to 2. In place of x we should write 1. the value of x is here 1 minus 3. 2 into 1 is 2 minus 3, which is equal to minus 1. So minus 1 is here the value. So now this value is written. Now next, y is equal to 2x minus 3 is the equation. What I should write? I need to write here the value. Which value I will write? You can see how I will find. 2 is there. In place of x I will write 3. Minus is there, this 3 is there. 2 3s are 6, minus is there 3, then it is 3. So I will write here the 3. So I got the missing values by substituting the corresponding values. What I am doing, I am substituting the corresponding values of x. Here minus 2, then 0 here in place of x. Then I am solving the, I am doing simplification, I am doing the calculation. Here in place of x, I am writing 1. In place of x I am writing 3. Only I am doing here the substitution. First thing you should understand what we are doing here, substitution. What substitution? Substitution of x we are doing in first minus 2, then 1, then 0, then 1, then 3. Only we are doing here the substitution so that we are getting the values of y. Now you can see the part B is draw the graph of y equal to 2x minus 3 for minus 2 is less or equal to x is less or equal to 3. That is, we can also read it, x is greater or equal to minus 3 is less or equal to 3. That means we have to draw the graph for this range of values. What does it mean? It means we should take the values of x from minus 2 to 3. That is minus 2, minus 1, 0, 1, 2 and 3. So what are the plotting points? Which points we will plot on the graph? You can see one point will be minus 2 and minus 7 from the table. And second point will be 1 minus 5. Third point will be 0 minus 3. And fourth point will be 1 minus 1. And the fifth point will be 2 and 1. And the last point will be 3 comma 3. So these are the points that we should plot on the graph. Here we will first draw the x-axis, then y-axis. Then we will plot these points on the graph and we will get the graph. Now you can see the back side, exercise 2, question number 1. The values are above, x is equal to minus 2, minus 1, 0, and the corresponding values are these, and graph is like this. Along the x-axis we have taken minus 2 to 3, and along the y-axis we have taken from 3 to minus 7. Then the graph we have plotted here. You can see here all values we have taken here, and this is the required graph for the part B. Now from the graph you can see the gradient is 2. Also from the equation you can see the gradient is 2 and the y-intercept is minus 3. That's also from the equation you can see. And also from the graph you can see the gradient is 2 and the gradient is 2, y-intercept is minus 3. For the D part you can see it's minus 1.8, and we can see why we are estimating the reading from a graph is not exact. So this is about, hope you will understand it carefully. You will take the graph book and you will draw there the graph. It will be easy for that. Now you can see the question number 2, choose from these equations. There are 6 equations. First equation is for question number 2, y equals to 2x plus 3. Then on the right side equation is y equals to 2x minus 9. And the next equation is y equals to x plus 8. And the next equation is y equals to 4x minus 2. And next equation is y equals to minus 3x plus 5. And the last equation is y equals to 2x minus 4. See here, first we will check what is the gradient here. Here you can see the gradient is 2. Here you can see the gradient is 3. Here you can see the gradient is 1. coefficient of x. Here the coefficient of x is 1, here 2, here 3. Here the gradient is 4. Here the gradient is -3. Here the gradient is 2. We know when we have the equation in the form of y is equal to mx plus c, then this m is the gradient and c is the y-intercept. That's why on the base of this formula, on the base of this rule, I have written here the gradients. Now see the first part. It is asking the line with the steepest gradient. Write the line. Write the equation of line which has the steepest gradient. That means highest gradient. If you will check here, this equation will have the highest gradient. So I will write y is equal to 4x minus 2. This is the solution of part A. Now part B, the line with negative gradient. You can see there is only this equation having the negative gradient. That's so I will write y is equal to minus 3x plus 5. This is actually representing the line. That's why in the question it is line. Now coming to the C, the pair of parallel lines. Parallel lines mean same gradient. There should be the same gradient. You can see this equation and this equation, they have the same gradient. So I will write y equals to 2x plus 3, y equals to 2x minus 4. This is the solution of the question number 2. Now see the question number 3. It's page number 39. Here now. Page number 39. In a physics lesson, Chantilly adds weights to a spring and carefully measures the extension. She finds that the weight y gram is related to the extension x centimeter by the formula. So here it is y gram and x centimeter. This is here the weight and this is here the extension. It is actually the spring. When we are putting the weight, more the weight and more is the extension. So what is happening here? The formula here is given y equal to 0.5 x plus 1 for 0 is less or equal to x is less or equal to 20. The range of the values is given from 0 to 20. That means the value of x we should take from 0 to 20. So what is the question? Understand the question. It is the weight and the extension. Weight in the grams and extension in meters. Sorry, extension in centimeters. Now what we will do, the first part is draw the graph of y against x. For 0 is less or equal to x is less or equal to 20. So for first part what we will do, you can see I will write here x, here I will write y. You can see the range. What is the range? Range is from 0 to 20. So I will write here 0, then 1, 2, 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7. Then I will write 8, then I will write 9, then I will write 10, 11, 12, 13, and similarly I will write 14, then I will write 15, then I will write 16, 17, 18, 19, then 20. So this much long table will be this. Now I have the equation y equal to 0.5 x plus 1. First I will put x equal to 0. I will do the substitution of x 0, that is 0.5 into 0 plus 1. You can see it is 0 plus 1 equal to 1. So I got here 1. Now y equal to 0.5, I will place here 1. In place of x I will write 1 plus 1 is there, this one formula. It is 0.5 plus 1, it's 1.5. So next value I will get 1.5. The next value y equal to 0.5. In place of x I will put here 2. then plus is there, 1 is there. 5 2s are 10, that's only 1 plus 1, which is equal to 2. So here I will get the 2. Now once again, y equal to 0.5. Now here I will put in place of x 3. Then plus is there, this plus 1 is there. 3 5s are 15, it's 1.5 plus 1. That is 2.5. So I will write here 2.5. One more value I will find, y is equal to 0.5. In place of x I will write 4, then plus 1. 4 5s are 20, it's 2 plus 1, because there is one decimal place, that's why 2 plus 1 it is 3. So I will write here 3. Now from the values you can see, for every corresponding values it is increasing by zero point 0.5. Here zero point 0.5 is increased, here zero point 0.5 is increased, here zero point 0.5 is increased, here zero point 0.5 is increased. So I can write directly it increase 0.5, 3.5, 4, 4.5, 5, 5.5, 6, 6.5, 7, 7.5, 8, 8.5, 9, 9.5, 10, 10.5, and 11. 1 2 3 4 5 values I calculated, and I saw for every value it is increasing by 0.5. Then I added simply 0.5 0.5 because they were the long values, 20 values. Then I got this table. Now you can see all the numbers here, it's actually 11. Here you can see we have 0 1 1, this point, this point, this point. We have 20 pairs of points. We have to draw the graph by using all these points. These are our plotting points that we are going to plot on the graph. This is the question number 3, part A. You can see we are drawing here the graph. On the x-axis we have taken the values from 0 to 20, and on the y-axis we have taken the values from 0 to 11. You can see here from the graph, and we have plotted the respective points. Those points which we got from the equation, we have plotted those points only here. That is 0 1 2 2 4 3, like that all points have been plotted here. This is the required graph for the part A of question number 3. Now what you need to find here, you have to find here when the extension is 16.5 centimeter, what is that time weight. You can see here the line, you can see here the between the 16 and 18 on x-axis. You can see the line, and the corresponding value of the y-axis is 9.8. And one more question is there, when the weight is 5 gram, what is the extension at that time. So on the from the 5/5 value we can take the line and it touch the graph, and we can take the corresponding value, that is 8 centimeters. So we can see here it is the 8 centimeter. Is that clear for you? Yes. Now the part C of the question number 3. What would Chantilly's formula predict for the springs extension for a 1 kg weight? So what is the weight? Weight is here 1 kg. So 1 kg is 1000 gram. What is our formula? Formula is y equals to 0.5x plus 1. But here you can see we cannot put here the 1, value of 1, because we have y in grams. So that's why we will convert this 1 kg in grams. Then we will substitute the value. What is the value of y? That is 1000 is equal to 0.5x plus 1. That is 1000 minus, what is that? Minus 1 equal to 0.5 into x. That is 999 equal to 0.5 x. Then what is that? 999 divided by 0.5 is equal to x. Now you can see it is what? It's 8 991 is equal to x. Therefore, I can write the extension for 1 kg weight. Extension for 1 kg weight is or would be 1998 centimeters. Now it's comment on your answer. Now what we will say when the extension is 1998 centimeter, we can say it goes outside the validity range. The validity range. It goes outside the validity range because you can see the range, the x value of x is between 0 to 20. That's why we are saying it goes outside the validity range. Now you can see the question number 4. In question number 4, what is that? A monkey puzzle tree can grow up to 40 meter and can live for 1000 years. Idris plants a monkey puzzle tree in his school playground and calculates that the tree's height y meter is related to the time t years after it was planted by the formula y equals to 0.90 plus 1. So what Idris is planting a tree and he is calculating its height with the time. So it is y meter and t years. Here the formula is y equals to 0.90 plus 1 for 0 is less or equal to t is less or equal to 10. So, or I can say t is greater or equal to 0 and is less or equal to 10. So this is the formula. The values of t are from 0 to 10. So what I will do, I will write here make the table. In the table I will write here t, then I will write here y. You can write here the values of t. What is the range? It's from 0, then it's 1, then it's 2, then it's 3, then it's 4, then it's 5, it is 6, it is 7, it's 8, then it's 9, then finally it's 10. So why we are writing these values? Because from the question we have the range t is greater or equal to 0 and is less or equal to 10. That's the value of t we have to take from 0 to 10, and that too we have to take the integers, not decimal numbers. That means 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 till 10. Now we will find the corresponding value of the y. We have the formula y is equal to 0.9t plus 1. First we will do substitution of 0, that is 0.9 in place of t I will write 0, then this plus 1, it is 0 plus 1 which is equal to 1, I will write here 1. Now next y is equal to 0.9t plus 1. Here I will do again the substitution. Here the value of t I will take 1 plus 1. I will get 0.9 plus 1, that is 1.9. So here it's 1.9. Now I will place the 2. Y is equal to 0.9. Directly I will write here the 2 plus 1. 2 nines are 18. It's 1.8 plus 1, that is 2.8. So here I will write 2.8. Now again y is equal to 0.9 into 3 plus 1. 3 nines are, that's 27. 2.7 plus 1, so it is 3.7. So I will write here 3.7. Now again y equals to 0.9 into, now I will place this 4 plus 1, 4 9 it is 36, 3.6 plus 1, it is 4.6. So here I will write 4.6. Now you can see from here for every value there is an increase of 0.9. 0.9 is increasing for every. So I can directly write 0.9 plus 4.6. What is 0.9? 4.6. That is 5.5. So I can write here 5.5. Now 5.5 plus 0.9, it is 4 and 6, that is 6.4. I can write here 6.4. Then 6.4 plus 0.9, it is 7.3, so I can write here 7.3. Now 7.3 plus 0.9, it is 8.2. I can write here 8.2. 8.2. Here I can write 9.1, and here I can write 100. This is the part A. We have constructed, or we have made the table, and we have found the values, corresponding values. Now we can draw the graph for this. Along the x-axis we can take the t, and along the y-axis we can take these values. Y is actually the meter and t is actually the years. So these are the points, respective points, that we are going to plot on the graph. For question number 4, you can see the graph. Here on x-axis we have taken the values till 10. Here it is the time in years, and we have taken the height also till 10. It's a height in the meters, and we have plotted the respective points, the points which we got. We have plotted all the points on the graph. Then we can calculate many things, like when it was when it was 1 meter and 2.5 meter and 5 years. When it was 5 years, we can calculate these all values from the graph. You can see the part C of the question 4. In the part C, it is Idris releases that the school's playground will be totally in shadow when the tree is 19 meters tall. Use the formula to find out when this will happen and comment on your answer. So here y is equal to 19 meter, and we need to find the t. We have the formula y equals to 0.9 t plus 1. So here in place of y, I will put here, I will do substitution. It's 19 equal to 0.9 t plus 1. I will do the transposition, that's 19 minus 1. This plus 1 I will transpose here, equal to 0.9. I will write it 9 divided by 10 t, because this is here the decimal number 0.9. I can write 9 divided by 10. So it's 18 equals to 9 by 10 t. Now you can see here, doing transposition, it is 18 into 10 equals to 9t. So it is 180 divided by 9 equals to t. So 9 ones are, 9 20s are. So t is equal to 20 years. You can see it was given that the height of the tree will be, height of the plant will be 19 meters. So I used the formula that was given in the question. Then what I did the substitutions. I placed the value of y 19 in the equation. Then I did transposition, plus 1 I transposed here, it will become minus 1. Then what will happen here, 19 minus 1, here 0.9, it is the decimal number. I made it a fraction, 9 divided by 10. Then it is 18 equals to 9 divided by 10. Then I did the transposition, I transposed 10 to this left hand side, and I wrote it here in the multiplication. Then 18 into 10 is 180. Then I transpose this 9. It will be written in the division here. 9 ones are 9, 9 20s are. I did here the cancellation, and I got t is equal to 20 years. Now the question is asking us, comment on your answer. Our answer is what? It is 20 years. But you can see the range. Range is what? That is, it should be less than 10 years. So we can write 20 years is outside or outside the range given in question. This is our comment.